Hi YouTube, this is Danielle again with my third installment of my lock takedown process. Um, Once again, I had my locks for about 9.5 years and decided to transition back into unlocked hair. When I found out I could comb them out, I was elated and began the process in April 26th, and have been working pretty diligently. I did take 3 weeks off between April and now, but I'm back at it, and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to go. I will be done by tonight. I'm just going to do a good hard push. It's about an hour's work for each lock, which will make this part of the process difficult. I'll have to do a time lapse because this is the actual combing out process. I soaked my lock in warm water, as warm as I can stand it. This is the lock that is coming out. I've got my Suave conditioner, my saturation, like really getting it in there and squeezing it in to make sure that it's good and softened, tenderized, if you will. Actually, I should probably put the rest of my hair back. Oh, and before I start this, I'll show you what the back of my head looks like now. I braided it up, and if you see any white, creamy stuff, it's not the Suave. It's actually Miss Jessie's curly pudding. I washed my hair in the back and braided it up so I could show you what it looks like. Maybe it won't turn blue this time. That was weird last time. You can see there's 4 braids. Did it turn blue? I didn't even notice. But yes, you can see I've got good length here. So I'm happy that I chose this path. Okay. Get this out of my way. I've got my metal tooth comb. I use the tight tooth side. And I've got a bag here on the floor to collect my shed hair. Just start combing up. This will take me about an hour, so I'll have to time lapse this, and you'll see what I'm left with at the end. I won't be talking too much. I'll probably be watching TV because this is lengthy, this process, but as you can see, it's already coming out. I probably should make sure that you can see that. Because of the conditioner, this is some shed hair. Oops. This is shed hair. Because of the conditioner and the water, it's really soft, but there are places in the lock where it gets a little dense and a little more of a challenge. I'm finding that the front of my hair, the grade of hair is softer than the back of my hair, so these are actually easier to get out in the front. But the other thing that I found is the ones in the front are thinner than in the middle and back, and the thinner the lock is, the more difficult it is to comb out. As you're combing down the lock, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and man, is it something. But it finally succumbs to your desires here to get it out. I know it looks like I'm kind of being violent here, but I'm really not. It's hard, when you see somebody doing their own hair, it looks more aggressive, but it's not hurting me at all, and I'm not ripping the hair. What I'm doing is catching the lock at a certain point and pushing down on the shed hair to get it down, and I'm going to make sure that I always keep it moisturized. You do this throughout the entire process. Make sure that you keep it conditioned, and it actually really helps with the process of sliding down the shed hair, getting it get this shed hair out, I'll show you where I am. See, I lost, like, all of that pretty much was shed hair. Some people might say, why don't you just cut it at a certain length and start from there? But you never know what kind of length is actually attached up in there. So for me, it felt better to just go from where I am and see what I end up with. So what I'm doing right now is sliding the hair out of the knot of hair that's here. It's kind of like a lock casing on the outside of the lock that I slide off the hair, and I end up with, that wasn't a good one, but I end up with like a tube of matted hair that I release the living hair from.
He's brought his whole wardrobe for Stacy and Clinton to critique. What they don't like will be making it swan song. First, his wardrobe goes under the spotlight in a dreaded 360-degree mirror. This is great. This is a really good going out kind of trade trash Florida fun party outfit. You look like you'd be a good member of the village people. Yeah, I don't really get this outfit. I mean, from the waist up, it's like, let's go grab a beer. From the waist up, it's like,
Slowly and gently. I'm holding the knot and I can feel the hair that I'm pulling through sliding out of the knotted up casing. If all the locks release like this, it'll cut my combing time in almost half. Here we go. That's the end of that. And this is what I have left. That's my freed hair. What I'm going to do is rinse this. Off a little bit of the end. I'm going to rinse this out, and then I'm going to put that olive oil conditioner in the green jar that I showed before. Hold on. Okay, yes, this olive oil moisturizer. After I wash out the conditioner, put this in, and then I use Miss Jessie's Curly Buttercream on top of that, and move it out of the way and proceed on through my head. So there you go, the lock takedown process.